Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Human Trichotomy. Many blessings to everyone for allowing us to reach you, those who are always searching for something, and for feeling much better every day. Today, we're going to play a song from a video that came to us from Spirit Menu. And this is truly very important since the same song accompanies us every second of our existence, but to which we often don't give the value it deserves. Sebastian, have you ever stopped to really think about your body?
It's a fascinating question, Valentina. First of all, let me send a greeting to all those listening to us via their work, as well as to those at home or those who follow their thoughts and challenge their knowledge. Now, getting into the subject, most of us today treat it first before thinking about our body, because in our modern culture, we often see it as a possession, something we already have. But the truth is, if we analyze carefully, the body is not really ours. It is, how can I put it, a sacred loan, a temple, yes, where our spark, our spirit, and our mind dwell for a moment in time. Just look at how old humanity is and how many years we are allowed to go through it. Is it a short loan or not?
A sacred loan. I love that phrase, Sebastian. And if we think about it, whether it's a loan or not, it's a perfect tool. Evolutionarily, it has adapted to everything humanity has been through, really. The big question is, are we honoring it? Are we taking care of this gift? Because the Spirit Menu video, The Body, clearly explains how it calls us to reflect and to see such simple things that we put aside and overlook.
Valentina, I've personally reflected on the idea that the energy that gave us life wasn't mistaken. It gave us an incredibly strong body, capable of healing seemingly impossible wounds, capable of feeling the sun on our skin or the joy of a hug. It's a true miracle of nature. But also, and this is key, it's fragile, it depletes, ages, and one day, like everything on this plane, it returns to dust. It's the impermanence that Buddhism speaks so often of.
Exactly. That impermanence isn't a negative thing, but a fundamental truth. It reminds us of the preciousness of every moment. If we think of the body as a symphony of cells working in harmony, as the video says, are we listening to that symphony? Because the body speaks to us constantly, Sebastian, through pain, fatigue, even pleasure. Learning to interpret its language is like learning to read a map to our well being.
And this is where the profound connection between mind and body becomes evident, something that all mystical traditions and now modern science confirm. What affects one affects the other. A negative thought, a constant worry can tense our muscles, give us a headache, even affect our digestion. In Kabbalah, it is understood that the energy channels, the Sephirot, are connected, and an imbalance on a mental or emotional level will manifest in the body. From a neuroscience perspective, it is the fluctuation of dopamine, serotonin, or cortisol, all depending on each action the body undergoes.
And vice versa, Sebastian. A hug, a caress, even laughter. All of these simple actions can release endorphins, relieve stress, and relax the entire body. The body not only reflects what you think, but it also influences how you feel. It's a virtuous or vicious cycle, depending on how we handle it.
That's why the practice of mindfulness, as it's known today, is so valuable. It's a foundation of Buddhism where we are invited to dedicate a few minutes each day to feeling our bodies, breathing consciously, and connecting with the present. It's not necessary to sit in a lotus position for hours. It's enough to observe our sensations without judging them, simply accepting them. This anchors us in the here and now.
And returning to the idea of the sacred temple, how do we honor this very special place? First, by nourishing our bodies with healthy foods. It seems obvious, but how often do we forget it? Giving our bodies the energy they need to function optimally with foods that come from the earth, which are vital. Modern society has filled us with so many processed and ultra-processed foods. They've genetically mobilized many foods that they only activate an emergency system in our bodies to handle these new ways of eating.
Exactly. The ways we eat natural foods are becoming less common, but there will always be alternatives. We just have to be conscious. Then there's the movement aspect. Move, exercise, dance, walk. Hinduism, for example, has an entire philosophy of yoga that is much more than postures. It's a way of life that integrates the body, mind, and spirit through conscious movement. Movement is life, and life is movement. When we stagnate physically, we can also feel stagnant in other ways, especially now with so many social media and entertainment systems that only support a sedentary lifestyle.
Another point, and one we should be mindful of course, is getting enough rest. Sleep isn't a waste of time, it's essential. It's when our body repairs and regenerates at the cellular level. Many of us skip or sleep less than recommended, thinking that the most important thing is to be awake and active. Allowing ourselves to disconnect from the outside world and immerse ourselves in the restorative silence of rest is giving our temple the maintenance it needs to continue functioning. Imagine, Sebastian, that there are already studies that show the effectiveness of rest in helping our body maintain optimal maintenance and not stimulate diseases such as obesity or insulin resistance.
Finally, and this is crucial in a world full of comparisons, we must accept our bodies as they are, with their imperfections, their virtues, their changes with age, because no two bodies are the same and each is beautiful in its own way. True beauty lies not in social molds, but in authenticity and gratitude, without forgetting all these broad and basic aspects that make our bodies unique.
Be grateful every day for the opportunity to inhabit this sacred temple. It's a shift in perspective that transforms everything. And yes, this body is temporary. We mustn't cling to eternal youth, but to the wisdom we acquire over time, with each expression line, with each experience. This is how we will overcome whatever we must overcome on this plane we have been called to travel together.
Today's invitation is to make a conscious decision to honor this body as the sacred temple it is, to dedicate time to caring for it, listening to it, loving it, and nourishing it well. Not just because we should, but because it's the foundation for a clear mind and an expanding spirit, achieving the fulfillment of every mission or even the simple purpose that energy must pass through by being in this moment and in this now.
And in the end, the message is clear. Start living in harmony with your body, your mind, and your spirit today. When these three parts align, your life rises to a whole new level. The perfect human trichotomy. Seek it, for whoever dares to seek, their reality will be found.
Thank you for joining us for Human Trichotomy. We hope this episode serves as a reminder to honor the miracle that is your own body.
Until next time, where we will continue exploring the depths of our being.